Lesson 13.7 is graphing ellipses. An ellipse is basically an oval shape. And so you always have the conic form of them set up the same way, where you have x plus or minus a number squared over some number. That will be your a if you square root that number. And then plus y minus or plus a number squared over some other number equaling always 1. So this is not like a radius or anything like that. If a is bigger than b, so if this first denominator is bigger than this denominator, that means that we'll get to in a minute the terminology, but it'll be wider than it is tall, so your x values from the center, it'll be something like this. I'll explain more here once we start actually graphing them. And then the other cases, it all looks exactly the same, other than now this is your b and this is your a. So if this number is bigger, the second denominator is bigger than the first denominator, then now that means your y's are going to be taller than your ellipse is wide. So it'd be an oval stretched this way. So let's go ahead and just try to graph one. Main thing you need to know is that you're picking out your center still. That's what all these conics have in common. That would be at -2, -4. And let's graph that. Okay, so then this is my a value because it's bigger. So I'm going to square root, or say, okay, well, a squared is 64. I'm going to square root 64, and that tells me a is 8. That is my distance away from my center going or changing my x values. So I would want to go 8 to the right and to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 would put me here. And left 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 would put me at -10 here. Okay, so that's a really, really wide oval. And then my b value, or my b squared, is the second denominator of 25. Square rooting that tells me that my b is 25, or 5, excuse me. And that means my y values go up and down 5 units from the center. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I'm going to attempt to draw an oval here. It's not going to be real pretty, I don't think. Something like that. And that's it. Let's try number 2. So notice this time that this will be my a value. Really, I don't need to worry about it a whole lot. All I need to know is I'm picking out my center, which would be -6, 2. Right here. And then I'm going to square root 16. So that's 4. That's going to change in the x direction. So horizontally, I need to go 4 units to the right and to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then this would be square root of 25, which is 5. That tells me my y values change by 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you can see now that I have an oval that is taller than it is wide. Something like that. And that's it.